Societies, cultures, and civilizations are built upon innovation.
The Romans were innovative engineers. The Greeks were innovative scientific and philosophical thinkers. The old economy was founded on mass production and repetitive labor functions. The new economy is being built on improving existing products and creating new categories of products and ways to live in our world. At such accelerated cycles, that innovation is a requirement.
Understanding and applying the design process can help produce innovative products, services, and systems that positions the end user at the center of the problem-solving process. Design is the process for realizing the outcome. Innovation is the result of creative thinking. Your innovation takes all kinds of forms. We might think about innovation as invention, but think about it.
Is Elon Musk inventing or improving?
Being able to identify opportunities to iterate and improve processes, services, products, experiences at work can lead to innovative results. The ability to think creatively and to not be satisfied with the status quo will make you a strong asset to your team. My name is Seth, and on today's skill vid, we'll learn about the 4 competencies of design and innovation. How do you get better at design and innovation? Watch the rest of this video to find out.
Competency 1. Learn from empathy. In the past, you may have heard the phrase, walk in someone else's shoes. Now, this is not a request for one to steal someone else's shoes and walk around them in order to mock the victim of robbery, but to instead use every means available to you to try to learn about the experiences, thoughts, and feelings of others who will be impacted by your decisions.
This is incredibly important for the purpose of design and innovation, as both of these concepts require one to think of a creative way to make something useful for others. It's applicable in the workplace, as you may be responsible for creating products, services, or experiences for potential clients or customers. If you do not use empathy in design, and your work is driven only by your own opinions and biases, you will not be able to solve the problem at hand. Using empathy as a design tool requires that you become truly curious. Use every means possible to learn what challenges people, what delights people, and what motivates people. When trying to solve problems for people, empathy is your guiding tool.
Competency 2. Identify problems. On its title alone, this step might just sound like the opposite of the meme of a dog with a cup of coffee saying everything's fine. But in reality, identifying problems requires that you consider a problem from several perspectives.
Not only that, but identifying a problem also requires one to dig into its root cause and who specifically this is a problem for. For example, if I'm a web designer and my client asks me for a particular feature, I should ask why, so that I understand the actual problem they are asking me to solve. Maybe there is a different approach or feature that is a better solution that they have not considered. When you have a problem to solve, make sure that you've considered the root cause of a problem so that you solve the right problem and are not unintentionally causing other issues.
Competency 3. Think divergently and convergently.
Before we get into how this applies to design and innovation, let's first quickly define divergent and convergent thinking.
Divergent thinking is coming up with a wide range of ideas. Meanwhile, convergent thinking is knowing how to sort and determine which approaches or solutions are most appropriate to the problem. A use for divergent thinking may be in the brainstorming process, thinking of as many possible solutions to a problem. This is creative thinking. Convergent thinking could be used to sort and identify the best solution. Convergent thinking is more strategic in nature.
Where innovation comes in is trying to think of something no one has thought of before, and this typically requires a lot more thought than just a basic solution.
For example, James Naismith used these methods of thinking when inventing basketball. When the gym class he was coaching could not play football outside because of bad Massachusetts weather, some other physical educators may have decided to play football outside in the awful weather, or to even play football inside, risking injury for everyone involved. Instead, he brainstormed around the ideas of a less physically harsh activity. The result would end up being one of the most internationally celebrated sports in the world.
These methods of thinking also require the ability to switch between suspending judgment and letting your ideas fly and then becoming very strategic when selecting ideas to test or explore further. We can't all be James Naismith, but we all have the ability to use creative thinking methods like these to develop more novel solutions.
Competency 4. Iterate.
In this case, iterating refers to the iterative prototyping process, which is a process of prototyping, testing, analyzing, and refining. This process has been done countlessly in just about every industry, but in the age of the internet, it's become easier than ever, as these 4 steps can happen more interactively than ever, as you can quickly put out an idea and get feedback from several people at once. Then you can analyze the feedback and apply it seamlessly in your very next attempt. So ask yourself what your goals are in the iteration process, what is the best way to receive feedback, how can feedback be as constructive as possible, and how will you apply it?
That ends today's skill vid on design and innovation. Make sure to follow SkillPod on Instagram at SkillPod, check out our website, and if you have an iPhone, download the SkillPod app. Links in the description below for everything. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and you'll get an update on more great content. My name is Seth, and thank you very much for watching.